Current assets are assets that a business expects to turn into cash, sell, or use up within 12 months. These assets are essential for a business's day to day operations and help it pay its short term bills and expenses, such as paying for raw materials and wages. Examples of current assets are inventories, also known as stock, trade and other receivables, short term investments, cash and cash equivalents, and prepaid expenses. Current assets are found in the Assets section of the Statement of Financial Position, also known as a balance sheet. The Statement of Financial Position shows a company's financial position at a specific point in time, and it provides a snapshot of what the business owns, their assets, and what it owes, the liabilities, and the owner's equity, what is left after subtracting liabilities from assets. Here is a snippet of the statement of financial position for a given company. We can see current assets are listed. Inventories, also known as stock, is £12,605. Trade and other receivables, debtors, which is money that is owed to the business, is £8,345. Short-term investments, £1,500. Cash and cash equivalents, £13,083, which is also known as cash in a bank or cash in hand, and the total current assets are £35,533. Let's take a look at these current assets in more detail. Inventories. Inventories, also known as stock, are a type of current asset that represent the goods and materials that a company holds for the purpose of selling them or using them to produce goods for sale. Inventories are considered current assets because they are expected to be sold or consumed within 1 year or within the normal operating cycle of the business. Inventories include raw materials, work in progress, and finished goods. Now, raw materials are the basic materials and components that a company purchases to use in its manufacturing process. The raw materials are not yet processed but will be transformed into finished goods through production. For example, a car manufacturer's inventory might include steel, tires, and other components used to build the vehicles. Work in progress. This refers to products that are in the production process but not yet finished. These items are partially completed, with some production steps already performed, but they require additional work to be ready for sale. For example, a partially assembled car in the factory, where certain parts are installed but the car is not yet fully functional or ready to be sold. Finished goods. Finished goods are completed products that are ready for sale. These are the end result of the manufacturing process and they are awaiting sale to customers. And if you found this video useful, please do like it and subscribe. It sends a signal to me to let me know I should produce more videos just like this. Trade and other receivables or trade debtors are amounts of money owed to a business by customers who bought goods or services on credit. When the sale happens, it's recorded as income in the income statement, and the money owed shows up on the statement of financial position. When customers pay their bills, the money is converted into cash. Many businesses have a lot of money owed to them at any time, and customers usually take around 60 to 90 days to pay, but this can vary by industry. However, some customers may not pay at all, either because they go bankrupt or can't afford to pay. If a business thinks a customer won't pay, it needs to make an adjustment in the statement of financial position. Cash and cash equivalents are the easiest to use assets for a business. This category includes the actual cash the business has, as well as anything that can quickly be turned into cash, like a bank account balance or short-term investments. Cash is crucial for daily business operations. It's used to pay things like bills, wages, and supplier costs. Since cash is so easy to use, businesses try to keep enough cash on hand to cover their short-term needs without holding on to too much that could be used for better investment opportunities. Short-term investments. If a business has extra cash, it might choose to invest it for a short time rather than keep it in the bank. These investments are often low risk and easy to convert back into cash. Examples include short-term deposits or government bonds. These short-term investments are listed as current assets on the statement of financial position, as they can be turned into cash quickly, usually within a year. Prepaid expenses. A prepaid expense is considered a current asset on a business's financial statement because it represents a payment made in advance for goods or services that will be consumed or used within the next year. Even though the payment has already been made, the benefit of the expense will be received in the future. An example of a prepaid expense is if a business pays its rent for the next 6 months in advance, this amount is recorded as a prepaid expense under current assets.